friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Corina, and today we're going to talk about a no-spend month recap and a few lessons that I've learned along the way. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing that I want to share is how my no-spend is going and how I'm feeling. So, the first thing is that I did spend money. Yikes! I did buy one item that I did desperately need. I have a personal size planner that I use to track everything from my work hours to like just daily gratitude thoughts to like sermons and all this kind of stuff. It literally goes with me everywhere. It has my entire life with it. Like I make lists in there. I have like our schedules for our youth group and youth ideas and like all kinds of things. And so I have that planner, and unfortunately I did not realize when I purchased the inserts for it this year that my set only came with 40 weeks. So the weeks are blank, but it's 20 pages back to back, and so it's only 40 weeks, and it's not enough to span a whole year. And so I realized this maybe in the second week of the month and started thinking to myself, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna need more planner inserts. So luckily there was a big sale going on from the place that the Etsy shop where I purchased the inserts from. They're by Libby & Co. And the inserts that I purchased are only $6. And so I decided to go ahead and purchase them. It literally pained me. I was really sad, and I was intending on just waiting until like later in the year, but she had a sale going on. She never has sales, she never has coupons, anything. And so I knew that it would be the best time to purchase them would be now. So I talked to my husband, I explained to him what was going on, and he was like, well, yeah, just get it. So that's one thing. And then I also went, when I was going to purchase them, I knew I had a gift card, so I was like, oh, perfect, I'm not even going to use any of our actual money. However, Etsy doesn't take like the vanilla Visa gift cards, and so I couldn't use it, and I was so frustrated. So I did go ahead and use the debit card for that transaction, and what I've done instead is basically acted like I'm basically subbing the gift card in place of that money that I spent from our debit card. So the gift card had a small balance on it, had like $10, and so I'm just using that to use it up in place of an area where we would need to use our debit card, if that makes sense. So I'm now basically using that little gift card as if it were cash in our budget. So for instance, if we go to a friend's house for dinner and we want to pick up a little dessert to share, then we would stop by the store and use that gift card to purchase the dessert rather than our debit card or cash from our grocery budget. So hopefully that makes sense. So in both like my mind and my husband's mind, when we talked this out, we were like, okay, well, you pretty much didn't really spend anything because you would have used the gift card if you'd been able to, and you weren't able to because they don't work that way. So that is what I purchased for this month. So other than that, I am doing amazingly. I have definitely struggled a little bit. I have wanted to purchase things. I've been tempted and been torn on certain items, and at the end of the day, I just said to myself, you know what, like it's not worth it. You know, that this time next year, I will have a large personal fund money, a large personal money fund, and I will be able to make these purchases. But in the meantime, it's really honing my sense of things that I need and what my needs are versus my wants. And so that is lesson number one that I've learned, and that has been reinforced from this first month of a no spend, is reinforcing needs versus wants. There's so many things in life that are really not needs, and we look at them as needs, and they're really just a want, right? Like, you don't need to go buy that latte at Starbucks. You can make coffee at home and you'll be perfectly fine. So just learning different things like that and really looking at the differences. The second thing that I'm really enjoying is enjoying the things that I already own. So finding a way to repurpose things or pulling out old projects that I had purchased and never got around to doing, or playing with different gadgets that I have, and even just enjoying time with my husband, watching movies that we already own, or doing something that we've had laying around forever but we've never really done it, like our board games, or making a new recipe from a cookbook that we have already. So those are two of the things that I've learned over this month and that I'm enjoying. And the third thing is I've just really been reminded of how often and how normal it is for people to just use credit. I talk to people all the time, and I hear people say, oh, we'll just put on the credit card, oh, it's fine, just, yeah, I'm gonna use my credit card. And so when I hear people talk about using their credit cards, it's not that I'm like judgmental, but it's just, it's just been a great reminder of how far we've come in our journey, and that using credit cards and just, putting things onto a credit card was so normal for us just a short time ago. And so this lifestyle and figuring this out and, working through the hiccups and learning new things is really rewarding, and I know that it's going to be our new lifestyle and that it's becoming that new lifestyle for us as well. Just as easily as those old habits were old habits, we're creating new habits, and we're at a place now where those old habits seem like they were so long ago and we can't imagine going back to them, but it gives us hope and makes us excited for what the future is. I will share one exciting thing that did happen to us this month, and that is we actually sat down with some friends of ours, and they are, one's a realtor and one's a loan officer, so they work with people who are buying and selling homes all day long, and we got to talk to them about the process and what that looks like and how to prepare ourselves for that when the time comes for that. And it really lit a fire under my husband, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've said to you guys before that I'm really the one who kind of drives the bus as far as like our finances go. And part of that is just because of guilt for the mess that I like dug us into. But it's been super exciting to just see how excited he is and see how close we are to really accomplishing the things that we've set out to, and really making these huge goals that we had just a little over a year ago, really making them reality. We had sat down and said we want to buy a home we want to buy a home before we start a family, and we want to start a family, but we want to be debt free when we do it. And those things seemed like they were so far off in the distance, like they would be like a whole nother lifetime. And to see us like rounding the bend, so to speak, and really getting to a place of getting to talk about those things and getting to like start to bring them into being and into fruition and into our focus is super exciting and so motivating. And it's been really exciting to have that moment with him and to just see where the future is taking us and where all of our hard work is taking us. That's really the most important thing, because you're not doing this and sticking to this plan and making these sacrifices just for fun, right? It's not fun at all. And so you are really working towards a specific destination. So to see yourself getting closer to that destination, to see us as a family getting closer to that destination is really exciting. So I say all of that to say I am excited for month 2 of my no spend. And once again, the no spend is just like for my personal items. So I'm not buying any unnecessary like clothing or purses or shoes or accessories or planner accessories. And what else? I forgot. Yikes. Oh, coffee. Coffee's a big one. I used to spend a lot of money on coffee. So I think those are like the 4 areas. I will list them below as well. But those are the things that I'm not spending any money on in 2017 or until we're debt free, whichever is first. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to know how your no spend month went. If you did one, or if you did like a week, or if you're looking at just starting a no spend and maybe challenging yourself in this way, I would love to hear about it. Be sure to leave it in a comment below. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. I will see you next time. Have a great day.